In The Godfather, one of the guests at Vito Corleone's daughter's wedding was Emilio Barzini, one of the bosses of New York's five families. During the wedding reception, a wedding photographer snapped a picture of Barzini's table. Immediately, Barzini had a guy fetch the photographer's camera, which he opened and destroyed the negative. This scene accurately displayed the action of a true die-in-the-wool mob boss. The following are examples of actual bosses, not fictional ones, who conversely enjoyed the attention of the media. Chicago boss Al Capone's love for the media was capitalized by the press, as described by a reporter from the Chicago Tribune. "We built him up as a big shot in the gang world. The media loves nothing more than a mob boss who voluntarily supplies them with material. And Capone was such a boss, as he loved the limelight. He once showed a journalist one of the thousands of letters he received weekly. This particular letter was from a woman from London who requested that he kill her neighbors who she'd been quarreling with. He told the journalist, 'Even over there, I'm known as a guerrilla.' Capone even authorized Howard Vincent O'Brien, a novelist/journalist, to act as his agent for the sale of his autobiography, a project that eventually fell to the wayside. Here's Capone posing for a picture with sports writer Bill Cunningham and boxer Joe Sharkey. The one thing most people will agree with is how the government absolutely dislikes when a mob boss courts the media. It's taken like they're rubbing it in the government's face. On March 13, 1931, Al Capone was indicted with income tax evasion, which he once incorrectly declared they can't collect legal taxes from illegal money. Even with all his legal trouble, Capone couldn't help himself and spoke to the press regarding his indictment. "I've been made an issue and I'm not complaining. Why don't they go after all those bankers who took the savings of thousands of poor people and lost them in bank failures?" On October 17, 1931, a jury found Capone guilty of tax evasion, and he was sentenced to 11 years. The next picture he posed for was in Alcatraz. Joe Colombo lived a somewhat private life up until he organized the Italian-American Civil Rights League. As a result, he brought unnecessary attention to himself and pissed the government off in the process by claiming that the FBI harassed Italian Americans. In 1970, the Triborough Post named Colombo Man of the Year. On June 28, 1970, Joe Colombo and the Italian American Civil Rights League held a Unity Day rally in Manhattan's Columbus Circle, a rally that came to an abrupt end when Colombo was shot 3 times. Gambino boss John Gotti took a page right out of Capone's book, even to the point of referring to the public, tax-paying civilians, as my public. There are numerous pictures of Gotti smiling for the cameras while making short, witty comments. Such behavior, again, that's looked at thumbing his nose at the government. In December 1990, Gotti was arrested and charged with a racketeering indictment, and after his conviction, he was sentenced on June 23, 1992, to life. Gotti continued to have his photo taken throughout the course of incarceration up until his death. A mob boss faces 2 challenges: being killed or incarcerated. And history has proven when a mob boss falls in love with the spotlight, and more specifically himself, it never ends well.